The tavern buzzed with a tension of fear and desperation. Villagers whispered among themselves, their faces pale as they recounted the latest gruesome tales of the beast that had haunted their region. It was in this dimly lit room that a figure cloaked in shadow sat quietly, listening intently. He was known as Gevaudan the Cleric, a legendary hunter famed across France for his skills and bravery. Rumors of the beast had reached his ears, and he felt the pull of destiny. This was not merely a hunt, it was a calling. As he raised his tankard, he overheard the stories of those who had encountered the creature, of its terrifying size, its ferocity, and the insatiable hunger for blood. He could feel the fear in the air, thick as smoke. The following day, Gevaudan had set out into the heart of the Gevaudan forest, armed with his trusted flintlock rifle and a set of silver bullets. Villagers had spoken of a glade where the beast was often seen. As he ventured deeper into the woods, the sunlight faded, replaced by shadows that danced in between the trees. The scent of damp earth and pine filled the air, a stark contrast to the growing unease in his heart. Hours turned into a day, and Gevaudan found himself crouched behind a thicket, watching and waiting. He had set snares and traps, all the while keeping his senses sharp. As night fell, the forest came alive with sounds, the rustling of the leaves, the hoots of owls, and the distant howls. But it was not just the wildlife that had stirred. He could feel the presence of something that watched him. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the trees, sending chills down his spine. He spotted movement, a massive shadow slinking through the underbrush. There it was, the Beast of Gévaudan. Its eyes glowed like embers, and its teeth glistened in the moonlight as it prowled closer. Gevaudan's heart raced. He had faced many dangers, but nothing could prepare him for this. Gevaudan held his breath, steadying his rifle. He aimed it, but the beast was quick, darting to the side, evading his shot. It let out a bone-chilling howl, sending tremors through the forest. In a panic, Gevaudan fled deeper into the woods, his heart pounding in his chest. He could hear the beast's claws scraping against the ground as it chased him, gaining on him with each frantic step. Desperate, he stumbled upon the clearing where the ground was littered with bones, evidence of the beast's gruesome feasting. Realizing he was cornered, he turned to face his pursuer. The beast emerged from the shadows, towering over him, a beast of nightmares. Gevaudan could see its muscles rippling beneath its fur, and its breath came out in hot, heavy bursts. "Come on then, beast," he shouted, his voice steady despite his fear. "Let us end this." With that, Gevaudan fired again, this time hitting the creature in the shoulder. The beast howled in pain and anger, staggering back but quickly recovering. It lunged at him, and Gevaudan dove to the side, narrowly escaping its deadly claws. The chase was now a deadly dance, each predator stalking the other through the shadow of the forest. The beast circled, its growls echoing like thunder. Gevaudan knew he had to act quickly. As it lunged once more, he rolled away and set another trap, a snare hidden among the underbrush. The beast fell for it, entangling its legs. It roared in fury, thrashing violently. Seizing the opportunity, Gevaudan approached it cautiously, his rifle ready. But as he drew nearer, something shifted in the beast's gaze. In that moment, he saw not just a monster, but a creature driven by instinct, rage, and perhaps a touch of sorrow. Could it be that the beast was not just a mindless killer, but a being forced into violence by its nature? Gevaudan hesitated. The conflict in him was evident, but the moment of mercy cost him dearly. The beast, sensing his vulnerability, broke free from the snare and lunged at him. This time, Gevaudan was ready. He fired the bullet, striking true, piercing the creature's heart. The beast staggered back, a pained look in his glowing eyes. Before collapsing to the forest floor, breathing heavily, Gevaudan approached, his heart heavy with the weight of what he had just done. He knelt beside the fallen creature, feeling a mix of triumph and sorrow. The stories of the beast's terror would come to an end, but at what cost? As dawn broke, illuminating the forest in a golden light, Gevaudan the Cleric emerged from the woods, a reluctant hero. The fear that had gripped the village for years was finally lifted, but in its place remained a haunting question. Was the beast truly a monster, or simply a victim of its own nature? Uh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going over the Beast of Gévaudan. The Beast of Gévaudan emerged in 1764, haunting the rural region of Gevaudan, now part of modern-day Loisier, France. The first recorded attacks occurred on June 30th of that year, when a young woman named Marie-Jeanne Vallée was found savaged near the village of Langon. The brutality of the attack sent shockwaves through the community, as her body was barely recognizable, leading to panic among the villagers. As summer progressed, the sightings of the beast multiplied. Reports began to surface of a creature much larger than a wolf with reddish-brown fur, a long tail, and ferocious teeth. Eyewitnesses' accounts varied, with some describing it as having a lion-like mane, while others insisted it resembled a massive wolf with distinct black stripes. Villagers claimed it could leap great distances and outrun horses, instilling even greater fear. The creature targeted the most vulnerable, women and children. Panic escalated as the death toll rose, with estimates suggesting that over 100 people were killed or injured by the beast by the end of 1764. Families locked their doors at night, and children were forbidden from wandering far from town. The entire region fell into a grip of terror as stories of the beast spread, painting a picture of a ravenous predator stalking the woods. Desperate to restore order, King Louis XV took notice of the situation and sent skilled hunters to eliminate the threat. Among them were the Dumal brothers, renowned hunters who had made their name tracking down dangerous animals. They believed that the beast was simply a rogue wolf and set out to capture or kill it. However, despite their efforts, the beast continued to evade them, causing frustration and despair among the hunting parties. The local populace began to arm themselves with pitchforks, torches, and whatever weapons they could muster. Nightly patrols became a common sight, with groups of villagers banding together in hope of catching a glimpse of the creature that had turned their lives into a waking nightmare. As months passed, the fear surrounding the beast transformed into legend. Superstitions ran rampant, with villagers attributing the creature's existence to a punishment from God or the manifestation of dark forces. Some locals whispered that the beast was a werewolf, cursed to roam the night in a form both human and beastly. Others claimed it was a spirit sent to exact vengeance on the inhabitants of Gevaudan for their sins. In 1765, the French government became involved more directly. The king's representative in the region organized hunts to seek out the beast. While pamphlets circulated in Paris describing the creature's exploits, the story captivated the public imagination, drawing attention from curious onlookers and opportunists alike, eager to catch a glimpse of the fabled beast. In response to the growing panic, the king dispatched a well-known hunter, Jean-Baptiste Dumal, to lead the charge against the beast. Dumal was an experienced tracker, skilled in the art of hunting, and known for his unyielding determination. He brought with him a group of seasoned hunters, setting traps and spreading out across the region to flush out the creature. Despite their numbers, hunters faced a cunning adversary. The beast seemed to know their every move, evade traps and ambushes with an agility that defied belief. As the months dragged on, the frustration among the hunters grew, and tales of the beast's supernatural prowess began to solidify in the minds of the villagers. They believed they were up against a creature that was not only intelligent but also possessed unnatural ability to evade capture. During this time, the attacks continued unabated. Livestock went missing, and screams echoed through the night as more victims fell prey to the beast's insatiable hunger. One particularly horrific incident involved the gruesome death of a mother and her 2 children, who had ventured too far into the woods to gather firewood. The community was shaken to its core as the beast's reign of terror persisted, and it became clear that the hunter had become the hunted. Finally, in June 1767, the hunter Francois Antoine, appointed by the king, claimed to have killed the beast. His method was unconventional. He used a silver bullet, believing it to be the only means to defeat such a supernatural creature. After weeks of tracking, he finally encountered the creature in a dense thicket. The belief was behind silver bullets is that silver was pure, and that's the only way you could kill unholy. That's why silver is often used in folklore to kill vampires and stuff too, because silver was wildly Wildly considered a pure metal back in those days. The confrontation was fierce. The beast, already weary from the prolonged hunts and the buildup of stress, charged at Francois with a roar that echoed through the forest. A desperate battle ensued as Francois fought to keep his footing against the sheer force of the creature. It was a moment filled with both terror and bravery. Finally, with a steady hand and a determined heart, Francois fired a shot. The bullet struck true, piercing the creature's heart. The beast staggered backwards, let out a final anguished howl, and collapsed on the forest floor. The villagers rejoiced at the news of the beast's demise. However, the victory was bittersweet. The carcass was brought back to the village, where it was displayed for all to see. For many, it felt like a weight had been lifted off their shoulders. Children could finally play outside again, and families could sleep without fear. However, the doubts began to surface when the body of the beast started to deteriorate rapidly. Skeptics claimed that the creature on display did not match the descriptions provided by the eyewitnesses. Villagers began to argue over the nature of the creature, reigniting fears that perhaps the beast was still out there, lurking just beyond our vision. In a way, the Beast of Gévaudan became a symbol of humanity's struggle against the unknown, an embodiment of the fears that lurk in the shadows waiting to pounce. Even after the supposed demise of the beast, the stories did not fade. The legend of the Beast of Gévaudan transformed into folklore, inspiring countless tales, novels, and films that continue to capture the imagination of people today. The beast had been depicted in various forms, often associated with themes of the supernatural and in the primal instincts that lie within us all. Various theories emerged over the years, ranging from the idea that it was a rogue wolf pack, emboldened by the lack of natural predators, to suggestions that it was a hybrid creature, perhaps even an experiment gone awry. Some historians have posited that the beast may have been a manifestation of the region's fears and hardships, reflecting the struggles of the time, particularly the economic instability and social unrest prevalent in 18th century France. In fact, many believe that the creature's appearance was tied to the socio-political climate of the era, acting as a physical representation of the collective anxiety of the populace. This theory suggests that the terror of the beast served as an outlet for the frustrations and fears of the people that could not express it otherwise. Despite the passage of time, the beast remains a captivating mystery. New sightings continue to be reported in the region, keeping the legend alive and fueling the imaginations of those who hear it. Over the centuries, numerous books, documentaries, and films have been made exploring the legend of the historical significance. The Beast of Gévaudan serves as a chilling reminder of humanity's fear of the unknown and of nature's untamed power. Its story is a blend of fact and folklore, illustrating how the boundaries between the two can become blurred in the face of fear and superstition. To this day, the legend of the beast continues to be discussed and dissected by cryptozoologists, historians, and by those fascinated by the dark corners of the world. Beast of Gévaudan stands as a testament to our collective fears and the myths that emerge from them. Whether it was a real creature or simply a reflection of the anxieties of the time, its legacy lives on. So what do you guys think about the Beast of Gévaudan? What do you think it could be? Do you think it's just a wolf pack that got out of hand? Do you think it's a werewolf? Or do you think that it was just a manifestation of the socio-political climate of those days? Let me know down in the comments. And hope you guys have a good day. And remember, if you want to support the channel, there's merch down below. You can always give super thanks. And there's also a PayPal link up top if you want to directly support the channel. All the money gathered from merch and all that other kind of stuff goes back into the channel, just so I can keep all of this going. So I appreciate you guys so much. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. And I'll see you guys next time.